Hi guys, it's Tracy. I know it's been a little bit since I put a video. I put my last video was our Kiss experience, seeing the first show for us to see for the End of the Road tour in Dallas. And I mentioned that we were going to be seeing them in New Orleans, and we did. And I had all intentions of making another video, but you know, we then won tickets and saw them in Oklahoma City 2 days late, 3 days later. So we saw Kiss, the End of the Road tour, 3 times in a week. And when we went to Oklahoma City, it was so cold. It was nice here. It was like in the 50s, I guess, or whatever. And we drove up there, and it was in the 30s. Felt like it was in the 20s with the wind chill. So, and then after that, I caught a cold. So, and then my in-laws were in town last weekend, and we went to the American Rodeo last Sunday with my in-laws and friends. So it's just been a real busy last 2 weeks, and haven't really had a chance to put a video together. We had a lot of family over last weekend on Saturday. So yeah, it's just been busy. A good busy. It's been fun. We had a great time in New Orleans. Flew to New Orleans that Friday, February 22nd, and saw, just had lunch somewhere that was suggested by a friend that ended up being kind of, it was good, but it was just kind of like a hole in the wall place, and it was the weekend before Mardi Gras, so it was pre-Mardi Gras weekend. Oh Lord, it wasn't that busy, but it was pretty busy. So it's crazy, but we had a good time. Saw Kiss Friday night, and then Saturday we just did some stuff around the city, and that evening we took a riverboat, paddle boat, a dinner cruise, and it ended up raining and stuff. So I had some video of that too, but it wasn't, it's not anything earth shattering, wasn't that crazy, nothing, so, but we had a nice dinner. It was cool to be on the paddle boat and everything, and see the engine. We got to see the engine room and stuff, so it was pretty neat. Then, and then came home, flew home on Sunday afternoon. Then Sunday evening, a friend, earlier in the week, a friend of ours from the Kiss cruise, another friend that we knew that lives in Oklahoma City, had won some tickets off of a radio station, and he already had tickets, so he was going to give away these other tickets. And so what did my husband do? He said, "Oh yeah, go ahead, put my name in." What happened? We won. Did we have any business going to a third concert in a week on a Tuesday night? No, but we did. And my friend Sarah got a single ticket. She was in that other video that went with us in Dallas, the black hair. So the three of us got off work early that Tuesday, the 26th, I guess that was, yeah, and drove up to Oklahoma City into the freezing, it was freezing there then, and ate at Toby Keith's, and then went to to another Kiss concert. It was fun. It seemed like Gene's voice was kind of off that night, but hell, geez, he's 69 years old and doing these shows does some of them 2 nights in a row, and then he's off one night, and then he's back on stage. I don't know how these guys do it, because we went to 3 concerts in a week, and the rest of the week we were dragging ass. It was hard and stuff, and so we drove home that night. I went into work a little bit late, just a couple hours, and everything. So it was a crazy week, but it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun with our friends. We had a lot of fun seeing the show. It was great. And then this was planned after we had already bought tickets for Dallas and New Orleans and everything. Well, then my in-laws wanted decided to take a trip to Texas and see other family. And then the last on their little trip was to go to this rodeo that was at AT&T Stadium, the American, I think is what it was called. But anyway, so they came to our house last Friday evening, and some friends of ours came up too. Our friends from Conroe, because they wanted to go to the rodeo too. They got a hotel, and so we had a big family dinner since Nana and Papa were only going to be in town until that Monday. So all the kids that could come, grandkids, great-grandkids, everybody came over Saturday to our house, and we had a good dinner, visited with Nana and Papa, and took pictures and everything. So it was a lot of fun. And just, really good to be with family. And then Sunday, the 6 of us went to the rodeo. And then after the rodeo, some of the kids and family met us at Babe's Chicken House. We love Babe's. And had dinner Sunday evening. And then I had to go to work Monday, but then my husband, Scott's his mom. And so he went to cooked breakfast for them or whatever, stayed until they left, because they had a flight. They had to leave about no later than 9:30, I think, to catch their flight home. So this weekend, I don't have to go anywhere or do anything except stuff at home, regular stuff. And it's really nice today. It was freezing earlier this week. I mean, freezing. And now today it's going to be almost 80 degrees. And earlier this week when it was freezing, we're talking down in, at night in the 20s, feeling like the teens in the morning, we had to have our heat pump worked on our house. And didn't have any heat one night. We have electric fireplace thing and all this, in our bedroom. So it was fine. Spent this money, having to get this heat pump fixed. Money we didn't need to spend, over $700. And now it's 80 degrees. I'm going to be almost 80 degrees today. Of course, it's Texas. It's March. It's going to be cold again next week. All that, up and down, up and down. And tomorrow I think it's going to be in the 70s also. It may storm overnight, but it's supposed to be a good day tomorrow and pretty good day on Sunday, which is good. My son and his girlfriend are getting an apartment and moving in this weekend, so I'm excited for them. It's time for my son to move on into the next stage of adulthood and move out of his dad's house. So that's good for them. I'm excited for them. So we just have to do, the normal stuff, grocery shopping, cleaning house, laundry, and everything. Maybe some shopping for the next weekend. Yeah, March is crazy. So next weekend, not this weekend, because today's Friday, we go to the Houston Rodeo, Livestock and Houston Rodeo, with our friends that live in Conroe. They volunteer work the rodeo, and it's the last weekend. And so we will drive down there next Friday, a week from today. Drive down there after work, and we get a hotel for this, because they stay in a hotel because they work close to the inner, they're not in Conroe. We're in Houston, actually. So we will we'll be able to see the rodeo, the last day of the rodeo, and see Brad Paisley on Saturday. And then Sunday, I don't think there is a rodeo on Sunday. It's just George Strait. I've never seen George Strait before. I've never been a big George Strait fan, but I'm sure I'm not a big fan of country music. But Brad Paisley is awesome. I've seen him before, and he puts on a heck of a show. He can play that guitar. And George Strait, of course, it's George Strait. He's, come out of retirement to do a few things, and this is one of them. And so we'll be there, and then drive home Monday. So that Monday, April 1st. um, Monday, March 18th. I won't be at work that day. Then, so anyway, yeah. End of March, we go to Arizona. The last weekend of March, we'll be in Arizona for a few days visiting my in-laws, which was already planned before they planned to come here for the rodeo. So it's crazy. It's crazy. March is crazy. I just hope the weather doesn't get quite as crazy. And gotta find somebody to help us with our yard. You know, that yard was beautiful when we bought this house. And we had somebody help us throughout last year, you know, and stuff, and they just didn't cut it. And now throughout this winter and everything, oh my gosh, we have so many weeds in the yard. I hate it. I hate it. So anyway, we gotta start getting this yard in shape. The pleasures of owning a home, the expenses, and the things you gotta do. But I love our house. I love our new house. We've been in there just a little over a year, and I love it. Celebrated 1 year with my car, with this car that I have. I love my Toyota Camry. Had it a year now. So I really like it. I like being back in a car versus a SUV. And so, what else is happening? Work's going pretty good. Busy as usual every day. Busy, have plenty to do. So that makes the days go by pretty fast, except some of the work can be, you know, same old, over and over and over. But it's pretty good because we have plenty to do and it goes by fast being busy. You know, sometimes days drag, but damn, the days may drag sometimes, but the months and years go by so fast. I can't believe it's already March of 2019. I mean, our little granddaughter's going to be a year old next month. What? Already a year old? It's craziness. She's such a cutie. Such a cutie. And our grandson is a little over a year and a half. And our other granddaughter, come July, she's going to be 9. That's our oldest granddaughter. Of course, my stepdaughter was young when she had her, but 9? What? You know, in 2019? Wow. And I don't know, it's been what now? 1, 2, 3. I've been 50 for over 4 months now. I'll be 51 before you know it. Oh, and that brings me to a sad thing that happened last week. It really hit me hard. It really did, actually, because I'm 50, and I have high cholesterol, and I have high blood pressure, and I'm on medication for both. But I have to revisit with my doctor on my cholesterol medicine because it's really not doing anything. And I'm trying to get in, you know, what happened last week's really got me. I gotta get in shape. I gotta take care of myself. I woke up last Tuesday morning. Same day we were going to go to, was that Oklahoma City? Was it the same? No. Anyway, it was last week. The days. I woke up and, of course, you know, start to get ready. Open my phone just like everybody else does, checking the news or whatever and weather. And a friend of mine, not a close friend, but a lady I've known since elementary school, and especially in high school, on the dance team together, she died. Just collapsed at her home, and they couldn't revive her. The last I read her, you know, was that they thought it was a heart attack, and that, you know, heart problems is, you know, I think it's either the number 1 or number 2 killer of women, above cancer, I think. And so with my history of cholesterol, high cholesterol, and that my family history and my high blood pressure, and now over the last few years, I've put weight back on. Really hit me last week. If I'd made this video last Tuesday, this is last Tuesday, so it's been 10 days. I probably wouldn't have been able to make this video because it really hit me hard, and I was upset, and I gotta take care of myself. I've got grandkids that I want to see grow up and see what my kids do, and there's so much I want to see. I want to be, or so much I want to experience, so much I want to do, and be here to do. Not to mention, travels with my husband, and just do things with my family. And I've got to take it seriously. I've got to accept the fact it's hard, but because you don't feel it necessarily, I don't feel it. But I've got to accept the fact I'm 50 years old. And I've got to make sure that my health stays in check. I can't put off going to the doctor. I can't skip this appointment or whatever. I gotta accept where I'm at, and I gotta quit making excuses, and I gotta get my health in check. Won't go into the story about, I lost weight a few years ago with some products and stuff, and it was really great, but they kind of leveled off. They don't do it for me. They've changed some formulas. It doesn't taste good anymore, that kind of thing for me. But really, when it boils down to it, it's me. I got to do it. I got to make the changes. Whether I use supplements to help or whatever, I'm the one that has to make the changes. I'm the one that's got to exercise. I'm the one that's got to change my eating habits and what I drink. Everything. It's me. I can't put it off on anybody else. It's not just going to happen by itself overnight. Nothing, and it's not going to fix overnight. It didn't happen overnight. Same as before when I lost weight and stuff. So if anybody's watching, say a little prayer, cheer me on. And also, you don't have to know their names. God knows who they are. For my friend that passed away and her family, say a little prayer for them. I can't imagine what her children are going through. Her son, she has all boys. She had 2 grandkids. She's just 1 minute, fine, and then the next minute gone. Just like my husband's friend last month. He had a massive heart attack, and he was on a cruise, and he died, and he was 49. I'm like, what? So I encourage you, if there's something you've been putting off, a test, a doctor visit, you've been feeling certain things, or you haven't had something checked, or you've reached a certain age, a milestone that, requires something, get it done. I'm going to keep going, following up on, because I found a new doctor last fall and all this stuff, so I got to get back in there. And I really, really think, because I don't have to have referrals with my insurance, I really, really think I'm going to tell the doctor, hey, recommend a cardiologist to me. I want to go to a cardiologist and get a full workup, stress test, the whole thing. I need to know what's going on. So anyway, that's where I'm at. And I encourage you to do the same. Take care of yourself. think I try to end that with most of my videos, to take care of yourself. And I need to say it to myself more, so let's do it, okay? We need to be here for our family, children, grandchildren, people my age. You know, we're having grandkids now. We don't want to miss out. I don't want to miss out. God, I don't want to miss anything. So, I gotta get my act in gear. So, time for me to go back into work. And I think, no, I don't know if my doctor's office is open on Fridays or they close early. Make a note to make a call and make an appointment. That's what I need to do on Monday. So, if they're not open this afternoon. So anyway, thanks for watching me and me rambling and just letting you know what's going on right now. I hope you have a great weekend wherever you are. And yeah. And if you want to, leave a comment and let me know what's going on, where you are. And I'll see you later. Take care of yourself. That's a dose of me.